Welcome back. You're tuned into Bazaar Morning Call here on CNBC TV18. Well, let's get some fundamental analysis going. We have Siddhartha Khemka, the head retail research at Motilal Oswal Financial Services, who joins in. Hi, Sid. Good morning and good to see you, Ben. Well, let's address a couple of big numbers that came overnight. You had quite a few IT names, and the big one out there was Tech Mahindra. What's your view? Some marginal improvement in margins and a small beat in revenue growth.
Yeah, very good morning, Nigel. Glad to be on the show early morning. So if you see, there have been divergent numbers from some of the IT companies, but thankfully, Tech Mahindra, the new management, the efforts are now paving, and they are the quarter numbers are. We believe that is a step in the right direction. Especially the recovery in EBIT margins, despite a seasonally weak Q1, was encouraging, and we believe that. While a lot of things, the guidance has also been on the positive side. The only thing that concerns us is that the company's major segment, which is the communication, that continues to remain under pressure and would take time to see some recovery. Nonetheless, last few quarters, they have come out with very good numbers, encouraging numbers, better than expectations. So we would expect, yes, some recovery in the near term. But we would have to be on the sidelines given that the new management has a lot of things on their hands. The communication segment needs to show some recovery. And valuations still at 23, 24 times leaves a little room for upside. So while we maintain a neutral rating, I think in the near term, with the back of two back-to-back strong quarters, the stock should do well.
Okay, we have ICICI Bank's numbers tomorrow, Siddhartha. Any thoughts here? I mean, what is the expectation and how are you positioned on this stock?
Yeah, good morning, Sonia. So I think if you look at the overall banking numbers have not been that strong. And within that, I think only ICICI is the one which could come out with strong numbers in the current environment. We saw what Axis did and the kind of punishment the market gave. Today, the announcement from RBI in terms of the liquidity ratios, that is also kind of negative for the banking sector, given that it will impact the liquidity ratios for some of the large retail deposit companies, especially the PSU banks, as well as some of the small mid-size companies. So given that, I think ICICI would continue to do well. We are expecting it to kind of show strong numbers, both in terms of NIMs as well as in terms of overall profitability. So expecting a good deposits growth, good loan book growth, and the asset quality should also be pretty strong.
Sid, I wanted to ask you about the big deal that was announced on Mankind Pharma. How do you read this? We are at CNBC TV18 were the first to report about that, and bang on, that was announced late last night. Tell us how you read it.
Yeah, Nigel, I think so. Congratulations to you and the team on the news outcome. So definitely, we are looking at it at a very positive development. Mankind Pharma has agreed to buy Bharat Serum vaccines for an enterprise value of about 13,600 crores, which kindly roughly comes to at an EV/EBITDA of about 22 to 23 times on FY25 basis. What this acquisition does is it expands Mankind's niche portfolio. It provides specialty R&D tech platform and also in-house complex manufacturing capabilities. And finally, also provides it with strong institutional reach. So, given that it is the acquisition is giving access to the high entry barrier business, a healthy mix of domestic and international segments, as well as a good potential for sustainable EBITDA growth, we believe that this deal is definitely positive for Mankind. While we wait for the pro forma numbers and other things, we have a very positive view on Mankind and a buy rating target price of 2650.
Okay, no, absolutely. And Mankind is a very strong, sort of fast-growing domestic player. But I mean, I think even for them, it's a very large acquisition. That's the only thing I think which markets will watch out for. Stock starting about what, the pre-open 5% higher, so 2250 is where the stock is starting at. at this point in time. Now, just a few other names, right, where I think there's been pressure sort of lately. Sid, if you want to sort of come in on your Mazgaon Dock, Garden Reach, and a few of these sort of shipbuilding companies. There's been news reports that there is a new shipbuilding policy which is going to be announced soon. What are your ratings here?
So, Prashant, unfortunately, we don't cover this space as of now. While we are positive on the overall defense opportunities for some of these shipbuilding companies, they have ran up too fast, too soon for to give any comfort to the analysts to start covering them. So, unfortunately, don't have a view. But I believe that the government is definitely supportive to the entire space, and the policy will only add to the positive view for the entire defense, domestic defense manufacturing space.
All right. Sid, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for your time. Great speaking with you, and it's a pleasure.